Are you tired, listless, looking for a moment of escape from this hellish nightmare reality you inhabit? Today's lucky winner from Sanguis Pharmaceuticals can help. Independent studies that are definitely not fictional showed that listeners reduced their boredom by up to 69%. Today's lucky winner is not for everyone. Do not listen to Today's Lucky Winner if you are under 18, easily offended by cussing, or are a snitch who can't listen to fictional drug use. Side effects may include giggling, distraction from worldly concerns, and hyper-aggressive sleep punching. Ask your doctor if Today's Lucky Winner is right for you.
Previously on Today's Lucky Winner.
They'd better be good things, or I'll fucking kill you right now and make myself a new son who doesn't disappoint me.
I'm going to go meet my little brother for the first time.
Wow, for real? What's his name?
Trapper Crawford.
My children are all quite old. I need someone who understands what the world is like in the 20th century. That's where you come in. You will start my family.
You didn't have to make money to take me out. You know that, right?
I wanted to do something nice for my, whatever we are. Lovers.
Would you want to come hang out and play Warcraft or something with me sometime?
He called the writer a demigod. I don't even know what those are.
Knock, knock, knock. Hey, Daria. You missed the dorm meeting. I wanted to talk to you about...
It's dawn.
No. It's nighttime. See, it's dark. I know that's confusing sometimes, though, because in the morning times when I wake up sometimes, it's still dark, but it's like morning? Like, I took a flight at 5 a.m. in the morning times with my boyfriend to go to Destin for spring break last year, and I was like, it's morning, Brad. Why is it dark? And by the time we got to the airport, the sun was like coming up some, but I could still see the moon. Like, how is that allowed? But anyway, I know it's confusing. But Brad explained.
My name is Dawn.
Like short for Donald, like my grandpa? How interesting and pretty.
Why are you in my room, Holly?
Oh, I was just gonna see if you wanted to come to this. Whoa, what the heck is that? Are you, like, building a bomb or something?
No, Holly. I took apart my Nintendo DS.
Uh-huh, why?
I upgraded to a DS Lite, and I want to see if I can use this to run an emulator of a 1982 arcade game. Star Trek Strategic Operations Simulator. The platform is just MS-DOS, and someone on the forums gave me the actual game. I could play it on my computer, but I want to see if I can run it through the DS controls, so I've taken apart the...
Okay, that's neat. Hey, why do you have a private room?
Disability accommodation?
Oh, but you don't look...
Disabled? You can say disabled. It's not a slur.
Yeah.
I'm autistic.
So does that mean you're... But you don't...
Holly! What do you want?
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. Okay. We're going on a dorm date with the boys from Robson Hall this Friday. We're all gonna go bowling, and maybe you can meet a
Yeah, no thanks.
Do you not want to go?
Nope. You can go now.
You don't want to meet a cute guy?
Nah, I'm good.
It's a great way to meet guys. You could get lucky. It's like going on a date with like 12 guys at once.
Hard pass, Holly.
Oh. Oh. Are you a lesbian?
No. Please leave my room.
I'm sorry. Is it because you're a person with autism?
Autistic person. And kind of, yes, but also no. I just don't want to.
Okay, fine. Your loss. I'm just trying to help you be social and make some friends.
Oh yeah, Donna or whatever. I just asked her. She doesn't want to go. I don't know. She said she doesn't want to go. She's like gay and definitely abled and artistic or something.
I have to start locking my door.
Congratulations, you're today's lucky winner. Flights of angels sing you to your reward. You put on your Sunday best, but there's no one here to be impressed.
They're telling me I ain't good to drive. I just had a few beers at lunch. I ain't some pussy can't handle a couple or 6 shiners with my lunch. Gonna kick Lyle's ass and telling me I can't drive. I gotta go back to work. These trucks won't sell themselves. Lyle. Fucking truck won't unlock and Howard.
That's because you've been fiddling with your Cowboys keychain and not your key fob. Ain't gonna open shit with that keychain. Lyle was right. You shouldn't drive.
What do you want from me? Just take the truck. I sell them. I'll afford these to be nothing. You don't gotta kill me in my old pickup. Please, take whatever you want. These boots alone are worth the...
I don't gotta kill you in the bed of your own pickup, but I'm gonna. You had your lunch break, and now it's time for mine.
You really don't have to kill me. Let me give you my wallet. Please. You can get lunch wherever you want. I have a black card. I won't even report it. It is stolen for a few days. You can...
My mama could buy and sell you and your entire family. I don't give a shit about your money. I'm gonna have a little fun getting you good and scared. And I'm gonna eat you. I know you parked way out here so nobody hurt your precious truck, but maybe you should have been a little more worried about someone hurting you.
Please, I'll do anything. I'm sorry I was gonna drive drunk. I'm sorry.
Oh, God damn it! My lunch, hell! He's gonna be dead in a sec. Who's there? Whose dagger is this?
I was just killing your lunch for you. You really shouldn't have taken that dagger out. You're losing half your lunch while he bleeds into the bed of his truck.
Who the fuck are you? Why did you kill him? He's no good to me now.
He still has blood you can drink, no?
Yeah, but I didn't kill him by drinking his blood. So can't...
Ambrosio doesn't get his soul? That sounds like he's still quite useful to you. A hungry vampire. But he isn't useful to Ambrosio anymore. Why should you care about getting souls for Ambrosio? He should do it himself. I haven't collected a soul for Ambrosio since Jesus was just a twinkle in that angel's eye.
Jesus was a...
half angel? Yeah, hence the whole miracles and such. He was a nice guy. took it a little far with the whole son of God thing, but it's not his fault that the little cult he started got out of hand. But as I was saying, why should it be your responsibility to take this man's life on behalf of Ambrosio?
Because we collect souls for him, and he shares his power with all of the...
Oh, you really believe that trickle-down economics bullshit that Mother drones on about, don't you? Do you feel powerful in the slightest?
Mother? Are you?
Your much, much older sister? Yes.
Ha. Never met any of my siblings before.
Well, Trapper, that's because Mother either abandons or kills most of us.
No. If she did kill anyone, they'd have had to be worth killing, and she'd never abandon me. She loves me.
Oh, really? How many times has she threatened to kill you for making a small mistake, huh? How many times has she said something to the effect of, "Disappoint me again and I'll kill you"? You're adding them up, aren't you? Just for this week, right?
Shit. Who are you? What do you want?
Trapper, my name is Judith.
What do you want, Judith?
From you? Nothing. I would simply like to leave you with an open invitation, should Mother's constant barrage of abuses and busy work wear down your spirit enough.
Mama is good to me. She loves me. See why she abandoned you?
I am the one who left her, because contrary to what your Stockholm Syndrome may be telling you, any part of her that was capable of love is no longer functioning. She's buried it down so far, all for the sake of giving her labor as capital to her unholy savior, Ambrosio. She can't love you. She isn't good to you. You have worked for her for over a century now, and she's not given you the family you were promised. But Trapper, I can do that for you. You can be free of the burden of feeding Ambrosio forever.
I don't... what?
Ambrosio created us to be exploited. We were made to be his servants. By design, but we don't have to.
But he gives us our power. I mean,
I haven't taken a single soul for Ambrosio since the year on the calendar had a BC at the end of it. Do I seem to be lacking in any power?
I don't understand. You're lying. You can't possibly...
Trapper, I have nothing to gain from telling you this. In fact, you could run off and tell Mother you saw me and put my life in jeopardy. I have everything to lose from talking to you.
Then why would you come find me?
I'm extending you an open invitation.
To what?
An invitation to be free from the constant abuse. To eat whomever you want. To embrace the fact that we are at the top of the fucking food chain on this planet, and we should have free reign to be the predators we are. Without playing into human politics or giving power to some prick who sits on his ass in hell while we do all the fucking work. Without us, Ambrosio is nothing. If we unite, we can redistribute the power he hoards. I want to invite you to be part of the bigger plan.
A plan? What are you planning?
I'm going to find our king. And I'm going to cut his fucking head off. I'm going to bite the hand that supposedly feeds. And I'm going to eat the fucking rich. Here we are, sunshine. Give me just a sec. Oh, just a sec. I'll take your blindfold off.
Why did you insist on carrying me up the fire escape into the roof at Dax's bar?
Oh, god damn it! You know where we are?
Yeah. Dawn said she was taking Dax up on their offer to hang out. We drove here together?
Yeah, but we dropped Donnie off and drove somewhere else.
Oh, you mean when you just pulled the ice cream truck in and out of the parking lot beside the bar while you said, "Oh, where could we be going?" over and over again?
Fuck! How did you know?
Because the answer to where we could be going is not more than 100 yards away from Don Menendez, you beautiful ding-dong.
Ah, fuck. I blame my always dummy hot disorder. I'm too hot to think of logistics.
You could have also just poofed me to the roof.
Why do I forget I can do that?
I don't know, but can I take this blindfold off now? What were we gonna do? You wanted to have sexy time on the roof?
I do now, but that wasn't my motive for bringing you here. Here, okay, one last touch before I take your blindfold off.
Oh my god.
After Rita took off Sunny's blindfold, Sunny surveyed the rooftop of Dax and Max's bar. She'd never been up here before, but it was safe to assume that the twinkle lights, record player, and tent lined with blankets and pillows were not regular fixtures.
Rita?
Listen, I know it's not much. I borrowed the tent Dawn bought for our camping trip, and I know it's not a fancy date or anything. I know it doesn't look like I spent any money on it at all, let alone $368, but I had to pay Rico from Dax's bar to come set this up since I couldn't get away from you and Dawn to do it, and it's not like you can go to dinner and a movie. Fuck. Would you have just rather have gone to a movie? Or would it have been too hard with the humans there, and
Rita? Mwah. This is the most romantic thing that anyone has ever done for me. This is beautiful.
Really? You're not just saying that?
I'm not just saying that.
Okay. In that case, come look at everything we got. Okay, so Rico was a chump, and it only took $25 of my budget to get him to set this up. A good chunk of my budget went to getting you this.
A Yoo-hoo bottle full of blood?
Yeah, the container they used doesn't accurately convey the gravitas of what it holds. This isn't just any blood. This blood was donated by Morgan Le Fay.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, she's real. She was a real powerful druid healer. And Kiva's Grove worked together to find a way to get some of her blood to you from the past. They were more than happy to help get you a present, but the supplies for the magic it took to make it happen were apparently a little pricey. Although, as I look at this Yoo-hoo bottle, I'm starting to wonder if Kiva's grandson Keegan just grifted me out of $200 for a spell they would have done for free. But anyway, this is your dinner.
This is too much. I don't deserve all this.
Don't be ridiculous. You deserve far more than a Yoo-hoo bottle full of blood.
Blood from an Arthurian legend.
Yeah, and you deserve more than that. Come over here, let me show you the rest.
Rita led Sunny over to the opening of the tent. To the right of the tent flap, a record player sat precariously on a milk crate, powered by multiple extension cords. Sunny internalized a concern over the fire hazard that Rita may have created when she saw her pull a stack of records from the inside of the tent.
So, remember when I said I had to take Dawn to the doctor for anal prolapse?
When you lied so you could go to the record store without me?
How did you know?
Dawn was calmer than anyone with an anal prolapse would be.
She's always calm at the weirdest times. I'm sure she'd just be cool as a cucumber had she a prolapsed anus.
And when you got back home, Dawn said, "Hey, look what I saw at the record store," and showed me this picture of a first pressing of something called Tiger Milk by Belle and Sebastian. She spent the next 20 minutes giving me the band's full history.
God, I have to remember to be clear with her about what things are supposed to be a secret.
But show me what you found. I couldn't have known the record store trip was for something as cute as this.
Okay, so I told the babe with the docs at the record store that I needed a selection of things that a beautiful lesbian would listen to in the 60s.
It's mostly Dusty Springfield and the Zombies. Ooh, Laura Nyro.
Is that not good?
It's perfect. It's so perfect. I kind of wonder if the babe from the record store is a lesbian vampire who was turned in the 60s.
Oh shit, she's my type, babe. You said we could discuss if I wanted to sleep with other people too, so if she's also a lesbian vampire from the 60s...
You have my blessing.
I'm just goofing. I know it's not much, but the plan for this evening is to hang out up here, You can drink your extra special dinner that's in a fucking Yoo-hoo bottle, fucking smart-ass Gen Z con artist druid. I also thought you might like being able to listen to the people down below, too. I know it's hard to be around a lot of humans at once and for too long, but I know you love people. We can listen to music, and you can read me some of the poetry books I have in the tent. And explain to me what the fuck this stuff means. I looked through your bookshelves, and I don't think you have any of the ones I got you. I hope not. I picked some names that you seem to have a lot of. Is that dumb? Is this whole thing silly? Is this a lame date? I've never actually taken anyone on a real date. I don't know what...
I love you too.
What? Did I say that? You... I thought...
You didn't actually say it, but this sure as hell says you love me.
Fuck. I do love you. I love you. I'm in love. I've never loved anyone before.
Yes, you have, don't lie.
I am not a liar.
No, I mean, you love Dawn.
Ugh, barf. No. I know I joke sometimes, but I'm not into Dawn. I only do it to see her make that face she makes.
That face is hilarious, but you do love her. It's platonic love, but it's love nonetheless. I think you'd stay within 100 yards of her even if you weren't magically tethered.
That's true. I would. I've done so much risky shit with her that I wouldn't have done for any other lucky winners. But for Dawn, I think I'd do anything I could to help her. Even if I wasn't her chaperone. I don't know, I feel compelled to protect her, like I want to.
Exactly. You love her.
Well, fuck. I guess I love two people.
And we love you.
You do? Honest, you love me back?
Without a doubt.
Wow.
Loving you is one of the best things I've ever done. You make me happier than I ever was when I was a human. You see the best parts of me.
Aw, that's really fucking gay, babe.
I mean, we are really fucking gay.
That's true. That's true. You want to do some really fucking gay stuff together in the tent?
I'd love to.
I love you.
While Sunny and Rita were While Sunny and Rita were doing some arts and crafts on the roof, Dawn sat in an ergonomic gaming chair in Dax's apartment. She had been a little nervous about hanging out with Dax, but her anxiety quickly faded after dinner, when they invited her to use Max's PC to play some games.
Smoke break, please. Guests first.
Oh, thanks.
Jesus, what a rip. If I tried to keep up with your smoking, I'd be passed out by now.
Smoking with Rita has definitely upped my tolerance. Can we do a little more research before we start playing Dark Souls again?
Oh, of course. I should really organize my bookshelves. I think we would have found exactly what you needed by now if I didn't just throw books on here wherever I find room. Maybe I'll alphabetize things next weekend.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm so stoned and full of pad chemo, I don't know that I can remember the alphabet right now.
Yeah, same. Although it would help if I would at least separate my magic books from my non-magical books.
But then I wouldn't have had the privilege of seeing an Animorphs book sandwiched between a book from hell about demonic contracts and a user's guide for an air fryer.
Listen, the air fryer user's guide is just a tiny book. This is a bookshelf. I was just putting it away. It belongs.
The manual is stapled. It's a zine at best. Don't you have somewhere you put all your users' manuals
A
for?
seed? Hold on. Let me take it off the shelf and put it in a comic book box.
Yes, thank you. At least that makes more sense than the organizational paradigm you've got going on right now. It's like if it's made of paper and has words on it, it goes on the shelf. What utter chaos.
I am a pansexual, non-binary warlock. I don't make decisions. I thrive on chaos, baby.
That's fair, you're right. Leave your air fryer manual where it is. Sorry I'm making you have to do research on your night off. I just really need as much magical information as I can get my hands on, and you've been the most helpful witch I've met so far.
Don't apologize. This is the most fun I've ever had on a first date.
Is this are we on a...
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to ask you if this was a date since you got here. That just kind of slipped out. I'm so sorry.
No, you deserve clarity.
No, really, it's okay. I'm just happy to hang out with you. It's really nice to just be able to play video games in the same room as someone else. I don't feel like I need to fill the silences with you, right?
Yeah, I like that I don't feel pressured to fill silent moments with small talk when I'm with you. It's just nice to be in the same space. The whole idea of dating as a social norm has always confounded me. There's so much meaningless small talk that gets chalked up to getting to know someone. But when you're dating someone you've just met, they're not being themselves. They're performing some idealized version of themselves. You won't get to know them until they drop the act after a few months of dating.
Yeah, I get it. You don't do dating. That's totally cool. I'm just happy to hang.
Oh, that's not what I'm trying to say. That's not it.
Oh, so this is a,
Well, I mean, I think you're the first person I'd actually want to date.
Oh. So what does that mean?
Well, I don't quite know. I want to try dating you, but I also don't think I can.
Can you try being my friend?
Absolutely.
Cool. Then I'm good if you're good.
Don't you want an explanation?
You don't owe me any explanations. You literally could have just said no to whether or not it's a date, and I'd be good. That's a full sentence. I'm just happy to have a friend to get stoned and play Dark Souls with me.
I know I don't owe you an explanation, but I want to give you one.
Okay.
It has been taking all of my energy to try to solve my own murder and stop Carmilla since I started my year as a lucky winner. It's been 2.5 months, and they felt like 2 years.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I have to budget my energy for this stuff, and it wouldn't be fair to either one of us for me to have to split my energy even further. I'd end up having more sensory overload and shutdowns like I did at the voyeur convention, so I'd be overdoing it trying to date. Or you'd barely get any of my attention because I'm at capacity trying to solve the case.
That makes sense. Of course, solving your murder is your top priority. I get it. I'm really fine. Dawn, like I said, I'm really happy I have a friend. It's been really hard being social after Max was murdered. Hanging out with you, that feels effortless. It feels like we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
Maybe we knew each other in another life. I've heard that people who...
Holy shit! Sorry to interrupt, but holy shit!
What is it?
This book just says demigods. That's what Ambrosio called the writer in Rita's dream.
Oh yeah. I got that at a warlock swap meet. I'd take whatever's in there with a grain of salt. Demigods are kind of on par with cryptids for witches. The sources are as reliable as you'd find in a book about Mothman. Nobody really knows, so... Holy fuck.
Dawn had flipped to a water-damaged page of the ancient book. The handwritten text on the page was smudged beyond reading, but the illustration opposite the smudged writing was clear. A drawing of a tall woman with black hair and in black leather armor stared back at Dawn and Dax. The writing beneath her was in a language Dawn didn't know.
Oh my god.
It's not just me, 'cause that looks exactly like...
Rita. Yeah, that's sure as hell Rita.
What language is this underneath the drawing of her? Can we find out what it means?
It's the language of one of the big warlock patrons.
Do you know someone who speaks it?
I speak it.
What does it say?
It says Death's daughter. It says Rita is Death's daughter?
Hey, little buddies, it's Brianne. We only have 3 more episodes left this season. What? We've nearly been doing this thing for like a whole year. That's fucking wild. Our season finale, that'll be October 15th. It's gonna be thick as hell, y'all. Like, it's a big old episode. It's gonna be real juicy. And while we take a little break so I can stop writing for 5 seconds, we'll have some fun bonus content for you so you don't miss us too much while we're taking a little break. As usual, you can see the cast's personal social media handles and the show details, and you can see what these precious little angels are up to when they're not making silly voices for a podcast. You can follow the show's social media at Lucky Winner Show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you want to help us out, you can share about the show on social media. You can tell a friend. We don't pay for advertising, so your word of mouth is entirely how we grow. You can leave us a cute review on whatever podcast app you use and let folks know what you love most about the show. And you can subscribe. So I know there are platforms like Apple that have some paid subscriptions for some podcasts, but ours is 100% free, y'all. You just click subscribe and you get a little fortnightly episode with our goofy asses downloaded as soon as it's available. And we've had some questions about merch, and we hear you. We're working on it, and there should be a way to financially support us for season 2. I can't tell you how surreal it is to me that y'all want merch of this show that I write. Like, you want merch of something from my head to like on a sticker or something. I don't know. It's a very strange. It's a very strange experience. But also, I'm going to be on next week's episode of Generation BSC, a Babysitter's Club podcast. I was a guest on this show, and they make their way through the Babysitter's Club books, evaluating the themes and characters that shaped, honestly, a couple generations. I think Gen Xers and millennials, really. So they go through the books and they evaluate some of the more problematic elements through a more critical lens as adults. I joined them in one of their very special episodes to use my experience as an autistic fiction writer and sensitivity reader to evaluate the problematic handling of autism in a volume of the series. You can hear me talk about representation and my personal headcanons for characters that I choose to believe are autistic on their episode coming out this week. I'll try to remember to add a link to the show details whenever that airs. But yeah, I think that's it for news, everybody. We'll be back on September 1st with episode 24. Tell your friends about the show. There's nearly a whole season for them to binge before the finale. It's quite a bit of content. But yeah, I'll see y'all on September 1st. And until next time, try not to die.